Before today's sentencing at the Supreme Court, Stipendiary Magistrate Anthony Dudley sat at a Newton hearing, a special court session held when two parties offer conflicting evidence or circumstances. This type of hearing involves a judge, without the presence of a jury, taking a decision on which party he feels is telling the truth, based on the evidence presented to him. There were conflicting details from defence and the Crown regarding the assault, with defence lawyer Chris Miles arguing that the defendant, Moore, had not forced himself into the property. He also argued that at the time of the assault, the victim was awake and had engaged in a fight. For their part, the Crown argued that the assailant had forced entry by kicking down a panel that had been affixed to a door. They also argued that the victim had been asleep in bed when Moore bottled him on the head and then stabbed him. Based on the evidence presented, Stipendiary Magistrate Anthony Dudley said that he could not be sure that the door to the property had been forced open, but he did believe that the victim had been asleep or in a state of semi-consciousness when he was assaulted, pointing out that there was no evidence of a struggle within the property. Justice Dudley highlighted the seriousness of the offence, pointing to the evidence that Moore and two others had bought 3 knives at a local supermarket. He also said that the assault had been premeditated and that the victim, who was asleep at the time, was vulnerable. Justice Dudley also mentioned the involvement of drugs, saying the assault had resulted from Moore's accusation that the victim had stolen 13 grams of cocaine and an electronic device from him. Dwayne Moore has been sentenced to 10 years in prison, with account taken for the time served.